Welcome to BaltimoreTorah.com. Today we're going to show you how you can locate and listen to the shiur of your choice. Now once you locate the shiur, there's going to be some functionality that's going to enhance your listening experience, and we're going to walk you through that functionality as well today. And then at the end of the recording, we're going to show you some elements of our website that we are constantly improving that will help enhance the experience overall with our website. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to navigate to one of our shiurs. So if you come over to your categories and you come down to miscellaneous and then scroll over to the right and click on miscellaneous, it's going to take you to a large list of shiurim. If you look at the top here, you'll see the first one here is on Agata, and then if you scroll on down, you're going to see several others down in the list, a lot that you can choose from. And you'll notice down here, for instance, we have the shiur on medical ethics. And I'm just going to scroll back up to the top. Now, as we add more shiurim to this, you're going to want to find ways to locate things easier. One of the ways that you can do this is by applying a filter. And if you notice up on the top, we have the speaker listed here, and where it says all speakers, if you click on that drop down arrow, you'll see a list of the speakers that are available here. One of the items up on the top here is Rabbi Silver. If I go ahead and click on that, we'll now get an option to choose the series. And if I click on the drop down for the series, and I'm going to choose the Young Professional series, and when I click on Go, it's going to filter that down, and it jumps down to that one that was down further on that list on medical ethics. And you'll see the medical ethics part 2 located right here in this blue box. There's some different features in this blue box that we're going to discuss in just a moment. I want to show you though how the other ways that you can get this filter to work or to locate the shiur that you're looking for. So if you come over here to the speakers, you'll see the speakers listed. So you can choose a speaker from this list. Now right now the list of speakers is limited, but as the website grows and we're able to get more shiurim loaded, that list of speakers is going to grow, and you're not going to want to scroll through that every single time. So what you're able to do is come over here to the speakers, and if you just start typing in the speaker's name, it's automatically going to filter down for you. So all of a sudden, all I've typed is SI, and it automatically has limited that down to Rabbi Silver. If I go ahead and click on that, what I will then see are all of the shiurim that Rabbi Silver has done that we've managed to get loaded onto the website. You'll notice then as well that the filters up on the top have changed. So you'll see that now I can sort by a series, and I have that Young Professional series. And when I click on that and tell it to go, it'll now filter down that series, and now I have 2 shiurim here, and that shiur that I pointed out on the other page or on that other filter is right up on top again, the medical ethics part 2. So a few different ways that you can filter these down so that you can get to the shiur that you are really interested in listening to. Now once you've located that, if you take a look here at the medical ethics part 2, this little blue box has really quite a bit of information on here. The first, you'll see the speaker, so you'll get the speaker's name. You'll get the location, so you can see where that shiur was presented, and then you'll also see the date located over here. Now you also have right down here on the bottom where you can actually listen to a sample of the shiur. So if I click on play.
Okay, good evening everyone. So first of all, I thank you to Pearl Labovitz for their sponsoring.
So that will start playing right away for you, and that's 5 minutes. It's advertisement free, and you can just listen to that first 5 minutes so that you get a sample of that. You'll get the title here. You'll see which series it is in, and then over here on the right you'll see the shiur code. Now that shiur code is going to help you if you are traveling, if you don't have the ability to get to the internet to listen to this shiur, you can actually dial in and listen to the share strictly by entering that code number. So as long as you're able to get the code for that share and you can dial in, you can actually listen to this over the phone. This tells you the total duration of the share, and you also see the little paper clip here on what's supposed to be like a sheet of paper. That's going to indicate that this also comes with source sheets that you can follow along with the share. If I want to get in and look at this in a little bit more detail, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the Medical Ethics Part 2 on the actual title of the share. So when I click on that, that will open that up into another window or into a pop-up box, depending on how your browser is configured. Now, that ad is going to play through. They're unobtrusive. We play those ads right away quick at the beginning of it, and then it's going to go ahead and go into the share. I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead on this so that it kind of wraps up at the end of that. And you'll see that now that actually starts up again into the share, the same as it did for that 5-minute part out on the listing page. So you can get in here and actually listen to the whole item. We get that information again with the share code, the series, speaker, location, date, etc. But the other thing that you will find once you've clicked on the title and gotten into the share itself is the source sheet. And we can actually scroll down through the source sheet here, and you'll actually be able to follow along with the share. That's pretty much what it takes to get in, find the share, and listen to it. Fairly straightforward, but we wanted to make sure that you're aware of all the tools that were available. We mentioned early on in the recording as well that we're going to talk about some features that are growing on the site that we're working on developing. The first item I wanted to mention is the most popular. That is coming soon. That's going to show you what other individuals are listening to. So if you want to see which share is really getting a lot of attention that people are listening to, you can check that most popular, and that list will be there. The other thing that is coming soon is the suggesting a share. What this will allow you to do is if there's a certain topic that you would like to make sure is covered or that you're interested in, you can suggest that share, and the speakers that we work with will be able to look at that list, and they will be able to kind of develop their presentations based on that, and you can get then they may decide to do a share based on those suggestions. And then the last item that we're working on putting together is the share schedule. And once that schedule is put together, you'll be able to find out where the shares are being presented, and if you're able to attend, you can actually attend that share. But the other nice piece about this is if you aren't able to attend, within 36 to 48 hours, our plan is to make sure that we have that share online. So if you look at that schedule, you see when the share is being presented, you can pretty much figure that in 36 to 48 hours, you'll be able to listen to that share online. So we hope that you'll be able to use BaltimoreTorah.com. We hope that this presentation has helped, and we look forward to you coming back to visit and listening to a share.